Hello, I'm Randy here. We're playing Farming Simulator 17 on Pleasant Valley, version 3 on the RDAllen multiplayer server. And I'm joined on the server at the moment by Joker, Thomas, and Fleek. And currently up at Cogent here. Making sure we're getting the board production going here. There we go. So we have, I think, just one factory left to build here yet.
I tried to buy it. The owner said no.
Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so board factory. Oh, it needs logs yet. We better dump some logs in here a moment.
The fourth time I got rejected.
Wow, fourth time?
Trying to buy. I
Oh
tried
my!
to buy Sutton twice, and they turned me down twice.
Wow, nasty people on here. Okay, let's see if we can push that one in here a minute.
That old guy with the beard in the hills with no teeth.
Actually, you know what? Let's a tractor here probably be a little bit better. Let's push in with the tractor.
Hey now, well, I don't live in the hills, but I may not have any teeth, well, barely have any teeth, but I can still eat.
A Pepsi doesn't count as food.
I know, right? It does my book. Pepsi gives me fuel.
Man, but you live in Indiana. That's not the same as the hills of Kentucky and Tennessee.
No, I know. Been there, done that, don't want none.
Oh, Indiana's close, though, if we get down to the southern part.
Yep.
Something about that river that keeps the riffraff out.
Oh, you're talking about the Ohio River?
Yeah, it keeps the riffraff down south and the other people up north.
Okay, and we should be able to unload to the left side, which is what it is set to. Okay, looks like it's full, I'm guessing. What we've noticed, if you just have logs laying here, even though it needs logs, it won't take them. You have to pick the logs back up and then lay them back down again, and then it'll take the logs. So even though there was like 2 logs laying there, it wouldn't take them. It only took the new logs we laid down. So what we probably should do here, assuming we can just pick these back up again, probably. Yeah, there we go. I'll leave them in the truck there. Next time it needs more, just unload them again. Okay, so checking the factories here. And again, if you don't know how to use the menu system on here on Pleasant Valley, you're going to get lost very quickly. You really, really need to know how to use the menu system. That is where all the information for this map is at. So again, you can access this by pushing question mark on the keyboard. There's probably a key binding for it too. You can probably change if you want, but by default, it is the question mark key on the keyboard. You got 4 tabs under here: factories, shops, warehouses, and animals. Animals should be simple enough to understand. You know, it's just your animals and pretty much the same information that you would find in. It'll come up here in this screen here. So same information here as that's in here. Although I'd probably argue this one actually is probably a little more useful yet, just because you can see all 3 at the same time. But anyway, animals. Actually, it lists chickens too. Interesting. Eggs and backpack. 2,161 eggs. Okay then. Has anyone looked at how many eggs we got in the backpack recently?
I haven't, not yet.
Only 2,161.
I've got eggs. I don't know. Haven't looked see where you sold them at yet. I looked around a little bit. Couldn't find it.
Oh, I think one of the places would take eggs, but anyway, factories list all your production facilities.
One of those pop-up things, the blue thing, the icon. Somewhere on the map, you gotta find it.
Okay.
I think it's in one of the fields by 26, 27, 28, somewhere in there.
And we are currently working on the Dole factory here. And I think Heinz is building Ken's, I believe, is done. Maybe we'll check this out on the map here a
I don't
moment.
know if you can sell them there. But I seen the eggs icon right there where build 28 or 29 is at.
So yes, Ken's is
Or 31,
completed.
but not
Ken's
31.
steakhouse dressing. Looks like this one is finished. And like I said, Heinz is still being built yet. It has everything it needs, just needs to be built.
It used to be by the gas station was up by 3 and 4, but I'm not sure if it's still there anymore.
Okay, so yes, 80%. It's full on everything. Like I said, just has to finish being built. And then we are currently working on
Give it
the
a sim spot.
Dole factory, which you have to zoom in on the map. Kind of annoying. When you zoom out like this, you notice it the icon down there disappears, but once you zoom in, there it is. And I think it was just chipboard and boards we need here yet. So there's about 100,000 boards in storage. You know, plus we got maybe another 25,000 or so at Cogent. So we still need probably, I'm assuming it'll probably take 300,000 or so boards here. Actually, you know what? We can probably make a really good guess at that. 10,000, it's at 3%. That'll be 300,000. And then, of course, it needs chipboards. That's usually 150,000 chipboards yet. So, do we have chipboards?
Yeah, Randy, I had over like 1,000 mods in my mods folder.
Wow. Let's see, chipboard.
And I decided to
We
extract
got
them all.
125,000, so not too bad.
So right now I'm concentrating on putting each one of them in its rightful group instead of having like the pickup trucks in the trucks part instead of being in the cars.
Okay.
Like the in-game one is. And come to find out, I got a helicopter that it's the Mi-26 helicopter. Come to find out, it wouldn't show the store when I brought the XML up.
That's weird.
It's got the store BNG, but
Anyway,
there's
let's
no
we'll
store
pick up some
actual picture of
chipboards
it
here.
on the main thing. They had it in the store.
That looks like a rather hard entrance to
store
get
folder.
out of there with the truck. So,
So I got that one straightened out.
maybe sneak out. Can we sneak out the train exit here?
Because there's some of them that I'm trying to straighten out the pictures where they're actually upside down.
And maybe we'll cut through Ken's parking lot here. So anyway, just a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, information for joining is in the description there below. Again, server 1 here is Pleasant Valley, version 3. If you'd like a map a little less going on it, then check out server 2 or server 3. Server 2 is Grand Prairie, and server 3 is Belgique Profond. Okay, where are we headed here? Probably to, let's see, where were the closest? I think the closest is actually the kind of the same train station I've been going to all along here. In the description below there, you can find download links for servers 1 and 2. Download links for server 3 can be found in TeamSpeak. And there's also information for servers 1 and 2 in TeamSpeak as well. Again, all the information for joining the multiplayer servers is in TeamSpeak. And of course, we do ask if you want to join us on the multiplayer servers, please join us on TeamSpeak. It is a requirement. Don't worry, if you don't have a microphone, you can still join us on TeamSpeak. A microphone is not required. And of course, information for the TeamSpeak server is in the description there below. TeamSpeak is free for the computer. If you want to have it on, say, a phone or tablet, both iOS and Android, they charge a couple bucks for the TeamSpeak app. Not quite sure, that's a light spike there. Not quite sure why that is, you know, considering they're free for the computer, but oh well. Okay. And we'll just head down the road here. Not used to coming from that road there. And again, for those who've never played on a Pleasant Valley map before, well, in case you haven't watched any of my previous episodes, it involves a lot of trucking. Mainly trucking different goods around the map. At the moment, we're in build the factories mode yet. Only one left to go. And then it'll kind of switch over to stocking the factories so we can make the items the factory makes. So like I said, at the moment, we're just kind of trying to get the factories built. There's only one left. And then once the factories are built, then we can start actually producing the goods that these factories produce. So let's just pick, how about Pepsi here, for example? Pepsi. So you got Pepsi. Pepsi makes, well, Pepsi, Wild Cherry Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. So if you want to make a Mountain Dew, you need to provide the Pepsi factory with sugar, orange, water, coal, and pellets. And then you'll get Mountain Dew. And of course, you can take that Mountain Dew and sell it. Where would you sell it? Here. So then you got to go to shops here, which is one tab we haven't really used a whole lot of yet. But shops, choose from list here. Oh, where do we think Mountain Dew would sell at? Wolfie's Pizza? Yes, Wolfie's Pizza takes Mountain Dew at 1,300 a liter. Doesn't actually seem like that good a price if you ask me, but the museum also takes it. Mountain Dew at 1,300 a liter. Probably all the same prices if I had to guess. Like Applebee's also takes Mountain Dew at 1,300 a liter. McDonald's takes Mountain Dew at 1,300 a liter. Probably about it. Donuts? Nah, apparently they don't drink Mountain Dew at the donut place. At least not that I see anyway. But I know a couple folks have asked, where do you sell stuff at? Well, again, you need to know how to use this menu system. Again, question mark on the keyboard to bring it up there. And for buying stuff, it's under shops here. And, say for grain, for example, let's see, Gomez Ridge Acres, I believe, takes grain. Yes, it does. Agribusiness takes grain as well. And by grain, I mean wheat, sunflowers, corn, all that type of stuff. Home Depot takes produce goods. Piggly Wiggly. What does Piggly Wiggly take? Okay, bunch of stuff. Takes Mountain Dew too. Interesting. Unfortunately, the one thing this map doesn't have that some of the other ones have had is like an ultimate end game goal. Previous versions of Pleasant Valley usually had like the fair, or building the last buildable factory on the map, or well, not really factory, buildable storage area on the map, I guess it was. Or stocking the Pleasant Valley Museum, something like that. So what do we got? Boards here, right? We did. If I remember correctly. I don't remember if I did that on screen or not. I was looking. Oh wait, no, warehouses, train station goods. We got boards, 117,000.
Okay.
Take the boards here. And while that is filling up, let's see what's here. I think is it the red train line? Yes, I think it's the red train line there that goes past Cogent. Oh, we're actually not too far away. Nice. We'll see if we can load up what boards Cogent has here in a minute. And it's pretty cool on this map as well. You can use the trains there to transport goods, as well as grains, and palletized items as well. So that's what the pallet cars here are for, as far as I know. And the 3 box cars up front are for goods. Goods are going the right way. Yes, I think so. It's right up ahead, actually. I had to think about that there a minute. Overshot the target there a little bit. Not quite used to driving these trains yet. Don't do it very often, so. slowly here. There's also a tanker car in the back as well, so I'm assuming you can haul liquids with it. Let's see, we'll take boards. Not very many, unfortunately, but it is producing. I should double
Yeah,
check
Randy,
that.
I started this thing last night. It need to be done.
What's that? Oh, the mods?
Yeah, going through my mods folder.
Okay.
Like, okay, keep this, don't keep this, keep that, and yeah.
Yeah, I probably should do that with my mod folder again as well. And this should give us a full load here with our truck, by the way. Yeah, I think this is the one we have to dump off at for boards. Let's see, drop off. Is that goods? Pretty sure this is goods. It takes it. Perfect. Okay, and back down to the train station here. Nice thing about this, you can use the train there to, take the boards from Cogent, drop it off in the train station here, and then you can pick them up with the truck at the train station down here. You know what? You actually might be able to even probably actually use the blue train station to deliver down here, I bet. I haven't actually tried that. I don't know if it's possible or not. I'm just assuming anyway that works, but I don't know. I haven't tried it. And we'll take more boards. So chipboards looks like we probably actually have enough chipboard in there. Nice, we just need to get the boards here. And again, when building the factories, kind of the easiest way to do for it is get all but one item. So fill up the boards, fill up the concrete, fill up the steel, and in this case, I think we said we're going to wait for chipboards. Anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. Rob was saying hello and a good video. Thank you very much for that. Johnny Am was saying about pure farming. I'm so hopeful. Steve was saying looks like a spin tires version of farming. Talking again about pure farming there. I don't know if I would say that or not. Pure farming definitely has a much smoother feel to it than spin tires does. AWHSA, 2 games that are going to put Farming Simulator in their place is Cattle and Crops and Pure Farming. And hopefully they will not have to all be mission-based. No, I'm sure both, well, in fact, I know both Cattle and Crops and Pure Farming will have, just normal play like what Farming Simulator here has. Oh, it'd be nice if we had a full load. Oh, well. Someone already dumped 10,000 in there, so I guess it's not quite going to be even anyway. But yes, I'm sure both Pure Farming and Cattle and Crops will have, I guess, free play if you want to call it that. Just like what Farming Simulator here has. At this moment, the games are both in beta, or in Pure Farming's case, I think it's alpha yet. So they're just giving kind of a taste as to what we might see in the game. Brian was saying, good morning. Josh was saying 2 hours ago, and the video is still on 360p. Not sure as to why that would be. YouTube doesn't normally take that long to process the video. Again, if you watch the video right after it's uploaded, yeah, it's only going to be available in probably 360. It's not until YouTube is done processing it, then it will be available in that 1080. So if you can't watch it in 360, wait a few minutes, and then it should be available in 1080. And usually it doesn't take YouTube that long. Thomas was saying, first like and comment, and I ain't even watched the video yet. 600,000, that's all? A bit of creative accounting will fix that. Oh, creative accounting on the PC? We don't even need to do any accounting. We just change the plus, or the minus to a plus, and we're all set. Let's answer. I think we want to go this way. Thomas was saying, pure farming, more cash crop. You want to start referring to your servers as the cartel? And for those of you who watched the last episode, don't pay attention to what's planted on either side of us here, by the way. Drop point is safe again. Again, for those of you who watched the last episode, you should get the humor behind that. Charles was saying hello. Let's see, is it this road here? Yeah, I think so. Again, not real familiar with this corner of the map. Even back when I played version 2, can't say I really was down in this corner of the map very much. Charlie was asking, how do you record Farming USA? I simply AirPlay it to my computer and then record it that way, just using OBS Studio. And again, I think we'll just cut through Ken's here. Like I said, the entrance to Dole there doesn't look particularly easy to get into with a truck, so. Adam was saying, soybean stubble sucks to bale. You'll get black by the end of the day, way too dirty. Yeah, like I mentioned, that's something I haven't seen before. Somebody out by us baled soybean stubble. Although I don't know if they'd get too black for it. Soybeans are still a little bit on the green side, at least the stalks are yet, so that might help. Let's see, boards over there. And at least I think pretty much almost all the farmers have the soybeans off now, so most of the soybeans have been harvested at this point. Been a nice long stretch of dry weather, so that's made a big difference. I'm sure the farmers are probably quite happy about that. Hopefully that's actually unloading the right one here. We'll find out, I guess, when it empties. I did not. Okay, then. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it is. That's true, I guess. True, it doesn't. I was just gonna say you just spoke, so you're famous. Sorry. You know what? I think I actually forgot to mention you, so my apologies there. Problem solved. So seeing as how I think I forgot to mention it when I started the episode here, folks, I am joined on the server by Jacob here as well. I'll go around and see if we can get this one last trailer to empty a moment. Must have missed it when I went around the first time here. Well, I know I missed it. I seen the... we didn't get an unload for it, so there we go this time. Okay, we got 3,000 boards. Come on, we need more boards at the factory. Speaking of factories, we currently own all but 9 of them. So 9 more factories to go from the looks of it here. And then we'll own all the factories on the map. And then, like I said, it's pretty much just doing the production at the factories, what the factories actually produce. Current rating of 137, so we got a ways to go before we get like shell fuel there. There we go. Gotta remember, it's not the escape E10 exit. That menu, by the way, for those you're wondering, is... Okay. The mouse here. There we go. That menu, by the way, is Shift question mark. So to get to that menu, use Shift and then the question mark. And just to be safe, probably a good idea to park this truck outside of the factory here. And off the train tracks as well, not actually on the train tracks. Anyway, with that, folks, I think we'll wrap up the video here. And, once the factories are built, we'll probably get into a little more farming here again to, make the crops and whatnot that the factories need. But for now, we'll call the video good. If you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, a reminder again, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer server, information for joining is in the description below. Anyone is welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And as always, thanks for watching, and till next time.